The mysterious planet. The spaceship Ardent Dawn glided through the vast expanse of space, its crew on a mission to explore uncharted territories. Captain Alex Mercer, a seasoned spacefarer, stood on the bridge, eyes fixed on the swirling nebula outside. The crew was excited, yet wary, for they were about to enter a region known only in legends, HellWorld. HellWorld was rumored to be a treacherous planet with hostile environments and even more hostile inhabitants. The mission was simple yet perilous: to gather data on this mysterious planet and return safely. As the ship entered the planet's atmosphere, turbulence shook the vessel violently. The crew braced themselves, hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. The Ardent Dawn landed with a heavy thud on the rocky surface of HellWorld. The planet was as hostile as its reputation suggested. Jagged rocks, sulfuric fumes, and an eerie red sky greeted the crew as they disembarked. Captain Mercer led the team, which included Dr. Elena Carter, a brilliant xenobiologist, Lieutenant Jack Foster, a skilled engineer, and Sergeant Maria Diaz, a tough and experienced soldier. Their mission began with setting up a base camp and establishing communication with the ship. Dr. Carter, fascinated by the alien flora and fauna, began collecting samples immediately. Lieutenant Foster worked on setting up the equipment, while Sergeant Diaz scouted the area for any immediate threats. The team was efficient and well-coordinated, each member playing their part in this dangerous venture. Days turned into weeks as the crew adjusted to the harsh environment of HellWorld. They discovered that the planet was teeming with life, albeit dangerous and unpredictable. Dr. Carter's research revealed fascinating insights into the planet's ecosystem, while Lieutenant Foster's engineering prowess kept the equipment running despite the constant wear and tear. One night, as the crew gathered around a makeshift campfire, they heard strange noises in the distance. It was a low, guttural sound that sent chills down their spines. Sergeant Diaz, ever vigilant, grabbed her weapon and signaled the others to stay alert. The noises grew louder, and soon they saw shadows moving in the darkness. "Everyone, stay close," Captain Mercer ordered, his voice calm but firm. "Diaz, take point. Foster, get the scanners online. Carter, stay behind me." The crew followed his orders without hesitation, forming a defensive perimeter. As the shadows approached, the scanners beeped frantically, indicating multiple life forms closing in. The crew's nerves were stretched to their limits, but their training kicked in, keeping them focused. Suddenly, the creatures emerged from the darkness. They were tall, muscular beings with reptilian features and glowing red eyes. The HellWorlders, as they would later be called, looked every bit as menacing as the legends described. The lead creature stepped forward, bearing sharp teeth in what could only be interpreted as a warning. Captain Mercer raised his hand, signaling for calm. "We mean no harm," he said, hoping the translator would convey their peaceful intentions. The creature growled, and for a moment, it seemed like all hope was lost. To everyone's surprise, the HellWorlder leader spoke in a deep, resonant voice. "You are trespassers on our land. Why should we trust you?" Dr. Carter stepped forward, holding a device that emitted a soft glow. "We are explorers," she said. "We seek knowledge, not conflict. We can share what we learn with you." The leader seemed to consider her words. There was a tense silence before he spoke again. "We will allow you to stay, but under our watch. Any sign of betrayal, and you will face our wrath." Relief washed over the crew as they realized they had a chance to coexist with the HellWorlders. They knew it wouldn't be easy, but it was a start. The days that followed were filled with cautious interactions and mutual learning. The HellWorlders, though fierce and wary, showed a deep respect for knowledge and strength. Dr. Carter's research flourished with the help of the HellWorlders, who shared their ancient wisdom and unique perspectives. Lieutenant Foster's engineering skills impressed the aliens, who admired his ability to adapt and innovate. Sergeant Diaz found herself forming an unlikely bond with the HellWorlder warriors, earning their respect through her bravery and discipline. As the bond between humans and HellWorlders grew, so did the crew's understanding of the planet's secrets. They discovered that the HellWorlders were not just warriors, but also guardians of a hidden power source buried deep within the planet. This power, if harnessed correctly, could change the fate of many worlds, including Earth. Captain Mercer addressed the group, his voice filled with a mixture of pride and concern. "We've won this battle, but the war is far from over. The Crimson Syndicate will be back, and they'll come with even greater force. We need to strengthen our defenses and prepare for the challenges ahead." Dr. Carter stepped forward, her determination shining through her exhaustion. "We've learned so much from the heart of HellWorld, but there's still more to discover. We need to continue our research and find a way to harness its power for the greater good." Thalrak nodded in agreement. "Our alliance has proven its strength. We must continue to work together to protect our home and ensure that the heart of HellWorld remains a beacon of hope, not a tool of destruction." As they began to rebuild and regroup, the bond between the humans and HellWorlders grew even stronger. They knew that the road ahead would be fraught with danger and uncertainty, but they were ready to face whatever challenges came their way. Together, they would defend the heart of HellWorld and fight for a future where its power could be used to bring about a better tomorrow. Allies and betrayals. The battle against the Crimson Syndicate had strengthened the bond between the humans and HellWorlders, but it had also highlighted the need for additional allies. Captain Alex Mercer knew that they could not face the Syndicate alone. They needed to reach out to other factions and civilizations that might be willing to join their cause. Dr. Elena Carter proposed a daring plan to contact the United Galactic Coalition, UGC, a powerful alliance of various species dedicated to maintaining peace and stability in the galaxy. The UGC had the resources and influence needed to counter the Syndicate's aggression. However, gaining their support would not be easy. The UGC was cautious and often reluctant to involve itself in conflicts that did not directly threaten its member worlds. Captain Mercer and a small delegation, including Dr. Carter and Thalrak, embarked on a diplomatic mission to the UGC's central hub. The journey was long and filled with uncertainty, but they knew that securing the UGC support was crucial to their survival. Upon arrival, they were met with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. The UGC Council, a diverse assembly of representatives from different species, listened intently as Mercer presented their case. "Honorable Council members," Mercer began, his voice steady, "we come to you with a plea for help. The Crimson Syndicate seeks to seize an ancient power source on HellWorld, a power that could disrupt the balance of the galaxy if it falls into the wrong hands. We ask for your support in defending this power and ensuring it is used for the greater good." The council members murmured among themselves, their expressions ranging from concern to indifference. After a tense silence, the head of the council, a wise and elderly being named Seraphis, spoke. "Captain Mercer, we appreciate your concerns. However, the UGC cannot commit its resources without a thorough understanding of the situation. We require proof of the Syndicate's intentions and the true nature of this power source." Dr. Carter stepped forward, presenting detailed data and evidence of the Syndicate's attack and the potential of the heart of HellWorld. Seraphis and the other council members examined the information carefully, their expressions growing more serious. After what felt like an eternity, Seraphis nodded. "Your evidence is compelling," Seraphis said. "The UGC will send a reconnaissance team to HellWorld to assess the situation. If your claims are verified, we will consider extending our support." The delegation returned to HellWorld with a renewed sense of hope. The UGC's reconnaissance team, led by a seasoned diplomat named Ambassador Lyra, arrived shortly after. The team conducted a thorough investigation, examining the heart of HellWorld and the aftermath of the Syndicate's attack. Ambassador Lyra, impressed by the resilience and cooperation between the humans and HellWorlders, became a strong advocate for their cause. During this time, an unexpected visitor arrived at the camp, an enigmatic figure known only as Founder, a former member of the Crimson Syndicate. Xander claimed to have valuable information about the Syndicate's plans and offered to help in exchange for asylum. Captain Mercer was wary, but Dr. Carter believed that Xander's knowledge could be crucial. Xander revealed that the Syndicate was planning a massive assault on HellWorld, intending to overwhelm the defenders and seize the heart of HellWorld. He also provided detailed schematics of the Syndicate's fleet and their strategies. With this information, the defenders could prepare for the impending attack more effectively. Relief and triumph filled the cavern. They had succeeded in stabilizing the heart of HellWorld, opening the door to unimaginable possibilities. But they knew that their journey was far from over. The energy contained within the crystal could bring great benefits, but it could also attract unwanted attention from those who sought to exploit its power for darker purposes. Captain Mercer addressed the team, his voice resolute. "We've accomplished something incredible here, but we must remain vigilant. This power is a great responsibility, and we must protect it from those who would misuse it. Together, we'll ensure that the heart of HellWorld remains a force for good." As they began their journey back to the surface, the crew of the Ardent Dawn and their HellWorlder allies knew that they had forged a bond that would withstand the challenges ahead. The discovery of the heart of HellWorld was just the beginning of a new chapter in their shared history, one filled with promise, danger, and the potential to change the galaxy forever. The growing threat. The successful stabilization of the heart of HellWorld brought a sense of accomplishment and unity among the crew of the Ardent Dawn and their HellWorlder allies. However, their triumph also attracted the attention of those who would seek to exploit the newfound power for their own ends. Word of the ancient energy source spread quickly, reaching the ears of a powerful and ruthless faction known as the Crimson Syndicate. The Crimson Syndicate was infamous for its brutal tactics and relentless pursuit of power. Led by the cunning and merciless Commander Valeria Kane, the Syndicate saw the heart of HellWorld as the key to expanding their dominance across the galaxy. They wasted no time in dispatching a fleet to HellWorld, intent on seizing the crystal and eliminating anyone who stood in their way. Unaware of the impending threat, the crew of the Ardent Dawn continued their research and preparations. Dr. Elena Carter and Kel Var worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of the heart of HellWorld, while Lieutenant Jack Foster and Sergeant Maria Diaz focused on fortifying their base and ensuring the safety of their team. The HellWorlders, now fully committed to their alliance with the humans, provided invaluable support and resources. As the days passed, an uneasy tension began to settle over the camp. Fulrak, ever watchful, sensed that something was amiss. His instincts proved correct when, one fateful night, the perimeter alarms blared, signaling the approach of an unidentified fleet. The crew scrambled to their stations, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and determination. Captain Alex Mercer assessed the situation quickly. "We have incoming hostiles. It's the Crimson Syndicate. They're here for the heart of HellWorld. We need to defend our position and protect the crystal at all costs." Sergeant Diaz took charge of the ground defenses, coordinating with the HellWorlder warriors to establish a defensive perimeter. Lieutenant Foster worked frantically to boost their shield generators and prepare their weapon systems. Dr. Carter and Kel Var focused on securing the heart of HellWorld, ensuring that it remained stable and out of the Syndicate's grasp. The initial wave of Syndicate forces hit hard and fast. Their advanced weaponry and relentless tactics tested the defenders to their limits. Explosions rocked the camp, and the night was filled with the sounds of battle. Despite the overwhelming odds, the combined efforts of the humans and HellWorlders held the line, their resolve unshaken. In the midst of the chaos, Captain Mercer rallied his team. "We can't let them take the crystal. We've come too far to let it fall into the wrong hands. Hold your ground and fight with everything you've got." The battle raged on, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The Syndicate's forces were relentless, but the defenders' unity and determination proved to be their greatest strength. Thalrak and his warriors fought with unmatched ferocity, their loyalty to their new allies unwavering. Sergeant Diaz's strategic brilliance and Foster's technical expertise turned the tide in their favor. As the sun began to rise, the Syndicate forces began to falter. Commander Valeria Kane, seeing that her plans were unraveling, ordered a retreat. The defenders had won the battle, but the threat of the Syndicate still loomed large. They knew that this was only the beginning of a much larger conflict. In the aftermath of the battle, the crew of the Ardent Dawn and their HellWorlder allies gathered to assess their situation. The camp was damaged, but their spirits remained high. They had faced a formidable enemy and emerged victorious, but the cost had been great. Captain Mercer knew they had to tread carefully. The balance between cooperation and conflict was delicate, and one wrong move could lead to disaster. But as the days turned into months, hope began to replace fear. The crew of the Ardent Dawn and the HellWorlders were learning to trust each other, and together, they were unlocking the mysteries of HellWorld. This alliance, born out of necessity and curiosity, was becoming something more profound. It was a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of humanity and the potential for harmony between different worlds. But as they delved deeper into HellWorld's secrets, they knew that greater challenges awaited them, challenges that would test their unity and resolve like never before. Unearthing the ancient power. The fragile alliance between the humans and HellWorlders had opened new doors of understanding and exploration. The HellWorlders, once wary and hostile, began to share their ancient knowledge and secrets with the crew of the Ardent Dawn. Dr. Elena Carter was particularly fascinated by the tales of an ancient power source buried deep within the planet. This power, known as the Heart of HellWorld, was said to hold immense energy, capable of altering the balance of power in the galaxy. Captain Alex Mercer, understanding the potential risks and rewards, decided to lead an expedition to locate and study the Heart of HellWorld. Along with Dr. Carter, Lieutenant Jack Foster, and Sergeant Maria Diaz, a select group of HellWorlders joined the mission. Among them was Thalrak, the leader who had first spoken to the humans, and his trusted advisor, Kelvar. The journey to the Heart of HellWorld was treacherous. The path led through dense jungles, over towering mountains, and into deep underground caverns. The environment grew increasingly hostile as they ventured closer to the source of the ancient power. Strange creatures and natural hazards tested their resilience and teamwork at every turn. Despite the dangers, the combined expertise of the humans and HellWorlders allowed them to overcome each obstacle. Dr. Carter's scientific knowledge, combined with Kelvar's understanding of the planet's natural defenses, proved invaluable. Lieutenant Foster's engineering skills ensured that their equipment remained operational, while Sergeant Diaz's combat training kept them safe from the various threats lurking in the shadows. As they descended into the final cavern, a sense of awe and foreboding washed over the team. The Heart of HellWorld was a massive crystalline structure, pulsating with a deep, otherworldly glow. The energy it emitted was unlike anything they had ever encountered. It was both mesmerizing and terrifying, a testament to the planet's ancient and powerful history. Dr. Carter approached the crystal with a mixture of excitement and caution. Her instruments indicated that the Heart of HellWorld was a source of pure, untapped energy. If they could harness it, the implications for humanity and the HellWorlders were staggering. But as she studied the readings, she realized that the crystal was also highly unstable. "Captain, we need to be extremely careful," Dr. Carter warned. "This energy source is incredibly powerful, but it's also volatile. Any wrong move could trigger a catastrophic reaction." Captain Mercer nodded, his expression serious. "We need to find a way to stabilize it before we can even think about harnessing its power. Lieutenant Foster, any ideas?" Foster examined the crystal, his mind racing with possibilities. "We might be able to create a containment field to stabilize the energy. It will require precise engineering and a lot of power, but it's possible." Thalrak stepped forward, his eyes locked on the crystal. "Our ancestors believed that the Heart of HellWorld was both a blessing and a curse. They revered it, but also feared its destructive potential. If we can stabilize it, We must do so with great respect and caution. The team set to work, combining their knowledge and skills to create the containment field. It was a delicate and complex process, requiring them to draw upon every ounce of their expertise. As they worked, the bond between the humans and HellWorlders grew stronger. They were no longer just allies, they were partners united by a common goal. After days of intense labor, the containment field was finally ready. With bated breath, the team activated the field, watching as it slowly enveloped the crystal. For a moment, it seemed as if the energy would resist, but then it stabilized. The heart of HellWorld pulsed with a steady, controlled glow, its power now contained and accessible. As the preparations intensified, tensions within the camp began to rise. Some HellWorlders were suspicious of Sander, believing he might be a double agent. Even among the humans, there were doubts about his true intentions. Captain Mercer convened a meeting with his key advisors, including Faldorak, Dr. Carter, Lieutenant Foster, and Sergeant Diaz, to discuss the situation. "We need to decide what to do about Sander," Mercer said. "His information is valuable, but can we trust him?" Faldorak, his eyes narrowed, spoke first. "We should remain cautious. He was once part of the Syndicate, and his loyalty could still lie with them." Dr. Carter, ever the optimist, countered. "People can change. If Sander truly wants to help, we should give him a chance. His knowledge could be the key to our survival." Lieutenant Foster and Sergeant Diaz, both pragmatists, suggested a middle ground. "We use his information but keep him under close watch," Diaz said. "If he tries anything suspicious, we act immediately." The decision was made to accept Sander's help, but to remain vigilant. As the final preparations for the Syndicate's assault were underway, the camp was a hive of activity. Defenses were reinforced, strategies were devised, and alliances were strengthened. Ambassador Lyra's presence and support from the UGC provided a much-needed boost to morale. As the day of the Syndicate's attack approached, the defenders knew that they were in for the fight of their lives. The outcome of this battle would determine the fate of the heart of HellWorld and the balance of power in the galaxy. They were prepared to stand united, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The stage was set for a confrontation that would test their resolve, their unity, and their courage. The battle for HellWorld was about to begin, and the defenders were determined to emerge victorious, no matter the cost. The battle for HellWorld. As dawn broke over HellWorld, the defenders stood ready. The UGC's reconnaissance team had returned with positive reports, securing the promise of reinforcements. However, the Syndicate's fleet was already on the horizon, a dark cloud of warships poised to strike. Captain Mercer addressed his assembled forces, a mix of humans, HellWorlders, and the UGC's elite soldiers. "Today, we face a formidable enemy," Mercer began, his voice carrying over the assembled troops. "But we stand united. We fight not just for the heart of HellWorld, but for the hope and freedom of countless lives across the galaxy. Hold your ground. Trust in each other. Together, we will prevail." The Syndicate's initial assault was swift and brutal. Waves of fighters and bombers strafed the defenders' positions, while ground troops launched coordinated attacks on the camp's perimeter. The defenders responded with fierce resistance, their fortifications and advanced weaponry taking a heavy toll on the attackers. Tholrag and his HellWorlder warriors fought with unmatched ferocity, that intimate knowledge of the terrain giving them a crucial advantage. Sergeant Diaz led the ground defense, her strategic acumen turning every skirmish into a tactical victory. Lieutenant Foster's enhancements to the shield generators and weapon systems proved invaluable, repelling the Syndicate's relentless onslaught. In the heart of the camp, Dr. Carter and Kelvar worked tirelessly to stabilize the heart of HellWorld. They had discovered a way to harness its energy to enhance their defenses, creating a protective barrier that shielded the camp from the worst of the Syndicate's attacks. However, the process was delicate and required constant monitoring. As the battle raged on, Xander proved his worth. His insights into the Syndicate's tactics allowed the defenders to anticipate and counter several key moves. Despite lingering suspicions, his contributions earned him a measure of trust among the defenders. He fought alongside them, his actions speaking louder than words. The tide of the battle shifted when the UGC's promised reinforcements arrived. A fleet of sleek, powerful ships emerged from hyperspace, their advanced weaponry and skilled pilots turning the tide in favor of the defenders. Ambassador Laura coordinated the UGC forces, her leadership providing a crucial boost to the defenders' morale. Commander Valeria Kane, watching from the bridge of her flagship, realized that her plans were unraveling. The unexpected arrival of the UGC forces and the tenacity of the defenders forced her to reconsider her strategy. She ordered a full-scale assault on the heart of HellWorld, hoping to seize it before the battle turned completely against her. Captain Mercer anticipated this move. He and his team prepared for a final stand at the heart of HellWorld, knowing that its loss would spell disaster. The defenders braced themselves as the Syndicate's elite forces launched their attack. The battle intensified, with both sides fighting with everything they had. In the midst of the chaos, Dr. Carter and Kelvar made a breakthrough. They discovered a way to unleash a powerful energy pulse from the heart of HellWorld, capable of disabling the Syndicate's technology without harming organic life. It was a risky move, but their only chance to end the battle decisively. "Do it," Mercer ordered. "We have no other choice." As the defenders held the line, Dr. Carter and Kelvar activated the energy pulse. A brilliant wave of energy surged from the heart of HellWorld, spreading across the battlefield. Syndicate ships and technology flickered and failed, their systems overloaded by the pulse. The defenders, shielded by their knowledge of the pulse's effects, remained unharmed. With their technology disabled, the Syndicate forces fell into disarray. Commander Valeria Kane, realizing the battle was lost, ordered a retreat. The defenders, exhausted but victorious, watched as the Syndicate fleet withdrew. The battle for HellWorld was over. In the aftermath, the camp was a mix of celebration and somber reflection. They had won a decisive victory, but the cost had been high. Many lives had been lost, and the camp was in ruins. Yet, the heart of HellWorld remained secure, its potential now a beacon of hope rather than a weapon of destruction. Captain Mercer addressed his weary but triumphant forces. "We have faced the darkness and emerged victorious. The heart of HellWorld is safe, thanks to your bravery and sacrifice. Let this victory be a reminder of what we can achieve when we stand together. The road ahead is still long, but we have taken the first step toward a brighter future." As the defenders began the process of rebuilding, they knew that their alliance had been forged in the fires of battle. The humans, HellWorlders, and their new allies from the UGC had proven that unity and courage could overcome even the greatest of challenges. Together, they would continue to protect the heart of HellWorld and work towards a future where its power could be used for the benefit of all. Rebuilding and renewing. In the wake of the battle, the defenders of HellWorld faced the daunting task of rebuilding. The camp had been heavily damaged, and the losses weighed heavily on everyone's hearts. Yet, there was a palpable sense of hope and determination. The victory had not only secured the heart of HellWorld, but had also cemented the bonds between the diverse group of defenders. Captain Mercer called for a meeting to plan the reconstruction efforts. Key leaders gathered, including Thalarak, Dr. Carter, Lieutenant Foster, Sergeant Dyers, Ambassador Lyra, and even Xander. The atmosphere was one of unity and purpose, a stark contrast to the tense days before the battle. "We've won a significant victory," Mercer began, "but our work is far from over. We need to rebuild our defenses, strengthen our alliances, and continue our research on the heart of HellWorld. Each of us has a vital role to play in the days ahead." Thalarak spoke up, his voice resonating with conviction. "The HellWorlders stand ready to assist. This is our home, and we will protect it with everything we have. Our knowledge of the land and its resources will be crucial in the rebuilding efforts." Dr. Carter nodded. Our research is more important than ever. The heart of HellWorld holds immense potential, and we need to understand it fully. With the UGC's support, we can accelerate our studies and ensure that its power is used responsibly. Ambassador Lyra added, "The UGC is committed to supporting you. We will provide resources, expertise, and personnel to help with the reconstruction. This alliance has shown what we can achieve together, and we will continue to stand by your side." Xander, though still viewed with some suspicion, offered his assistance as well. "I know many of you still don't trust me, but I want to help. I have knowledge of the Syndicate's operations and can provide insights that might be useful in the future. I'm here to atone for my past and prove my loyalty." Lieutenant Foster and Sergeant Diaz laid out their plans for rebuilding the camp's defenses. "We need to ensure that our shield generators and weapon systems are fully operational," Foster explained. "We should also enhance our surveillance capabilities to detect any future threats early." Diaz added, "Training and readiness are crucial. We need to be prepared for any eventuality. Our forces must be well-equipped and well-trained to respond to any future attacks." The rebuilding process began in earnest. The camp buzzed with activity as humans, HellWorlders, and UGC personnel worked side by side. Structures were repaired, defenses were fortified, and new facilities were constructed. The heart of HellWorld remained the focal point, with Dr. Carter and Kelvar overseeing its secure containment and ongoing research. As the days turned into weeks, the camp transformed. What had once been a war-torn battlefield was now a thriving hub of cooperation and innovation. The defenders had turned their adversity into strength, forging a community built on trust and mutual respect. In the midst of the reconstruction, a delegation from the UGC arrived with a proposal. They suggested establishing a permanent research outpost on HellWorld, dedicated to studying the heart of HellWorld and its applications. The outpost would be a collaborative effort involving scientists and experts from across the galaxy. Captain Mercer and Dr. Carter were enthusiastic about the idea. "This outpost could be a beacon of knowledge and progress," Carter said. "We have only scratched the surface of what the heart of HellWorld can do. With the UGC's support, we can unlock its full potential and ensure it is used for the greater good." Thulrak agreed. "The heart of HellWorld is a part of our heritage. We welcome the opportunity to share its secrets with the galaxy, as long as its power is respected and protected." The proposal was accepted, and plans for the research outpost were set in motion. Construction began, and soon the outpost started taking shape. Scientists, engineers, and scholars from various UGC member worlds arrived, eager to participate in the groundbreaking research. As the outpost grew, so did the sense of hope and possibility. The Defenders' victory had not only protected the heart of HellWorld, but had also laid the foundation for a brighter future. The collaboration between humans, HellWorlders, and the UGC symbolized the potential for unity and progress in the galaxy. Amidst the progress, there were moments of reflection and remembrance. The fallen were honored with a memorial, a solemn reminder of the sacrifices made to secure their future. Captain Mercer led the dedication ceremony, his words resonating with the assembled crowd. "We remember those who gave their lives so that we could have a future. Their bravery and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Let this memorial be a testament to their heroism and a reminder of our duty to protect and preserve what they fought for." The memorial stood as a symbol of resilience and determination, a reminder of the cost of freedom and the value of unity. The defenders of HellWorld had faced a formidable enemy and emerged victorious, their bonds strengthened by the trials they had endured. As the research outpost became fully operational, the first major breakthrough was announced. Dr. Carter and her team had discovered a way to use the heart of HellWorld's energy to create sustainable power sources. This innovation had the potential to revolutionize energy production across the galaxy, providing clean and abundant power to countless worlds. The news was met with widespread excitement and acclaim. The research outpost on HellWorld had become a beacon of hope and progress, attracting attention and support from across the galaxy. The Defenders' victory had not only secured their future, but had also opened up new possibilities for the entire galaxy. Captain Mercer, reflecting on the journey they had undertaken, addressed his team. "We've come a long way from the dark days of conflict. Our victory was not just a military one, it was a triumph of unity, courage, and perseverance. We've shown what we can achieve when we stand together. The future is ours to shape, and I have no doubt that it will be a bright one." The story of HellWorld and its defenders became a legend, a tale of resilience, unity, and hope. Their journey had taken them from the brink of destruction to the dawn of a new era. The heart of HellWorld, once a symbol of danger, had become a beacon of progress and possibility, thanks to the courage and determination of those who had fought to protect it. A new dawn. With the research outpost on HellWorld fully operational, the defenders shifted their focus to the broader implications of their discoveries. The heart of HellWorld, once a mysterious and dangerous artifact, was now a symbol of hope and innovation. The energy solutions developed from its power were just the beginning. The potential applications seemed limitless. Dr. Carter led a team dedicated to exploring the various uses of the heart's energy. They experimented with advanced propulsion systems for spacecraft, medical applications, and even terraforming technologies. The results were promising, and the excitement within the scientific community was palpable. Captain Mercer continued to oversee the camp's operations, ensuring that security remained tight and that the collaboration between humans, HellWorlders, and the UGC flourished. The bonds forged in battle had only grown stronger, and the camp was now a thriving hub of activity and progress. Ambassador Lyra worked tirelessly to foster diplomatic relations between HellWorld and the UGC member worlds. Her efforts paid off as more planets expressed interest in collaborating on projects related to the heart of HellWorld. This newfound unity was a testament to the power of cooperation and shared goals. Tholrak and his HellWorlder warriors, once solely focused on defending their home, now played a crucial role in the ongoing research and development efforts. Their knowledge of HellWorld's unique environment and resources was invaluable, and their contributions were highly respected by their allies. Xander, having proven his loyalty through his actions during the battle, became an integral part of the team. His insights into the Syndicate's operations continued to be valuable, and his dedication to atoning for his past was evident in his unwavering commitment to the cause. As the research outpost flourished, news of their breakthroughs spread across the galaxy. Delegations from various worlds visited HellWorld, eager to learn and share their own knowledge. The outpost became a beacon of progress, attracting the best and brightest minds from all corners of the galaxy. One of the most significant breakthroughs came when Dr. Carter and her team developed a new form of energy shielding using the heart's power. This technology had the potential to revolutionize space travel, providing unprecedented protection for ships and colonies. The applications were vast, from defending against natural hazards to offering protection in hostile environments. The success of the shielding technology prompted the UGC to propose a joint venture, the creation of a new fleet of exploration vessels equipped with the advanced shields and propulsion systems developed on HellWorld. This fleet would be tasked with exploring the far reaches of the galaxy, seeking out new worlds and opportunities for collaboration. Captain Mercer and his team embraced the proposal. The prospect of exploring the unknown and expanding the horizons of knowledge was thrilling. Preparations began for the construction of the new fleet, with HellWorld at the center of the ambitious project. As construction commenced, a sense of anticipation filled the air. The defenders of HellWorld had come a long way from the dark days of conflict. Their journey had transformed their world and their lives, turning a once feared artifact into a symbol of hope and progress. The first of the new exploration vessels, named the Dawn, was unveiled with great fanfare. It represented the culmination of their efforts and the beginning of a new chapter in their journey. Equipped with advanced shielding, powerful propulsion, and state-of-the-art research facilities, the Dawn was ready to venture into the unknown. Captain Mercer was chosen to lead the maiden voyage of the Dawn with a diverse crew of scientists, engineers, and explorers from HellWorld, Earth, and the UGC. The mission was clear: to seek out new worlds, forge new alliances, and continue the legacy of unity and progress that had begun on HellWorld. As the Dawn prepared to launch, the crew gathered for a final briefing. Captain Mercer addressed them, his voice filled with pride and determination. "We stand on the brink of a new era. Our journey has been one of courage, unity, and discovery. As we set out into the unknown, let us carry with us the spirit of collaboration and the belief that together we can achieve anything. The stars await us. Let's make history." With those words, the Dawn lifted off, its powerful engines propelling it into the vast expanse of space. The crew looked out at the endless stars, their hearts filled with hope and excitement. The journey of HellWorld and its defenders had only just begun, and the future held infinite possibilities. The story of HellWorld and its defenders had become a legend, a tale of resilience, unity, and hope that inspired countless others across the galaxy. Their journey had shown that even in the face of great challenges, the power of cooperation and shared goals could lead to remarkable achievements. As the Dawn sailed into the unknown, the legacy of HellWorld lived on, a beacon of progress and possibility for all.